Hello traders, today is day number 77 of small cap market open trading. I did take one trade today. That makes 88 trades now for our total test trading. We need to get to 100, so just 12 more to go. But today, unfortunately, was an error trade, and I'm going to show you the error that I made and explain how you can avoid making it yourself. So let's look at the small cap screener. This is the screener that I use to pick the stocks every single day, and we were looking at SKYH. There was a couple others up there, but they were all trading right around their 200 MA line on the daily chart, and I'll show you that in the video. And that's something that has been kind of we've been seeing for a long time now, because the market has been overall in a sell-off since 2022 began, and so all of these, or many of these stocks, are trading below their 200 MA and just now starting to kind of recover. So you can see that right here on ATER on the daily chart. Let me just pause the video there so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh. There we go. Here's the daily chart. Here's the 200 MA, this red line. So we're trading just underneath it. This one's quite a bit below it, but MX was just below it, and then SKYH as well will be just below the 200 MA and then kind of popping up over it. So let's get to that point in the video. I was trying to make a live video. The audio wasn't working. That's why you see that I'll be back thing. But let's see here. SKYH here is the 200 MA on the daily chart, and we are kind of chopping around that 200 MA. So here's the error that I made. Whenever you see a stock that's trading around the 200 MA, could be just above it, just below it, but you're thinking, okay, this thing may get above it and trigger an entry. Make sure that you put a purple line on the chart or some horizontal line that is different than the other ones that you use, so you know that, hey, that's where the 200 MA is. Do it on the daily chart because that's the 200 MA level that we're looking at, and then when you go to smaller time frames, you'll still see it, and I'll show you that in real time. But in the video, you won't see it because I forgot to put that purple line out, and then I got triggered to take an entry where I shouldn't have, or I should say that I thought I was triggered to take an entry. But I'll show you that in just a moment. So this is what I was doing, our normal strategy here, marking out the previous session high, that's this first yellow line, first high day, second high day, waiting for the pullback from that level. As soon as a 1 minute candle makes a new high, that's our entry, and that's what I did. The only thing I didn't realize was, although this stuff here is above the 200 MA, our entry was below it, and that is not part of the plan. So that is breaking the plan. It was inadvertent, so it goes down as an error trade, but it would have been easy to avoid, because if all I needed to do was have a purple line on the chart, and I would have seen where the 200 MA is and that I took an entry below it. So everything else I did was very good as far as, you know, the trading execution. Moved my stop loss into place right away. I put out a line where I thought if the stock gets below this level, then it's probably weak. And again, that's not 100% correct. If you watch probably my last 5 or 6 videos, you'll see a similar tactic used, and it worked out in every single one of those scenarios. This time, the stock did go below that line and ended up reversing and probably giving a 2-hour trade, but there's a lot of choppiness on the chart. I'll show that. But the point is nothing is guaranteed 100%. So yes, the price broke below this level, and that removed me from the possibility of trading. But I should have stopped trading anyway, and I did, because the reason why I stopped trading was because the price broke below this line. But if I realized, hey, I made an error trade, I should also stop trading at that moment. But I didn't catch that until later. So anyway, let's get back into this video. So this is the live trade. I have my stop loss in place. I'm using my XR calculator to figure out the profit target. During testing, we're only holding till 2R, but once we complete the testing, we'll be holding every trade into 3R. And there's our profit target, 1183. So you're gonna see me move that into place. And pretty much like right after I put this thing into place, I get stopped out, and that's absolutely fine. This is calculated risk, and I'm willing to take this this loss, even when I'm trading full position size. That's what this whole thing is about. So anyway, there we go. We get stopped out. Now I'm looking for, because again, I didn't know that I broke my plan here and was trading below the 200 MA. I was looking for the next entry opportunity, but you could see as soon as the price flushed below that level, that's it. I'm done with trading. So you won't see any more trades throughout the rest of this video. I was drawing some trend lines trying to explain something, but again, the audio was not working during the live session. So that's pretty much the end of the video right there. And let's take a look at the chart now. You'll see where I have placed the purple line to mark the 200 MA. And again, yeah, I think we definitely would have gotten a 2R trade out of this. I'm not sure about a 3R. We could check. But again, the entry, actually, I don't think we would have been able to trade this, to be honest with you, because here's what happens is the 200 MA is right here. This thing already gave us our setup above the 200 MA line, fell below this red line, and then yeah, it did make a move here, but all of this is already outside of our plan. So we just would not have been able to take a trade. It just would have been a no trade day. Instead, it's a -1R day because I made an error. So either way, it's not a big deal. It's a good lesson to learn from. Don't forget to place a purple line on the chart. I'm going to have to read through the plan. I don't think that I have that in there. So that is an addition, a revision that I need to make to the trading plan to mark out the 200 MA using a purple line. And for me, I like the purple line because it's very different than the other lines that I use. So I can look at it right away and know that, hey, that's the 200 MA line. And I cannot take any trade below that level. Simple as that. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. The main message that I'm always trying to put out there is that you need to go into every single trade with a plan, and you need to develop the discipline to follow that plan. And then no matter what you do, especially in the beginning, you're going to have many situations that arise that are not written in your plan. You're not sure what to do, or you make a mistake or something like that. And the best thing you could do there is to make a note of it, revise your plan, try to avoid that mistake in the future, and then just track your results, track your statistics, and then you'll know if what you're doing works or not. You're going to need a lot of trades to prove if what you're doing really works. 100 trades is a good sample size. Anything less than that, if you go full position size, you're really increasing your risk of not really having a profitable plan. So anyway, as always, go into every single trade with a plan, stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.